Greetings everybody, and welcome to this opportunity to do a energetic practice together that I incorporate both into my own private practice as well as what I teach to clients. So today we're in a very sacred place for me out by the mountain. So the creek will add an ambiance, resonance of the water going through with fresh chi or prana or vital energy. So what we're going to start by doing is setting our intention for this practice, both for you joining through this video as well as to actually drop in and immerse. So my intention is to be more embodied. So take a moment, whatever your intention, closing your eyes and do the best that you can to feel into what it is you intend for this practice together. So whether it be embodiment, what would that feel like? What do you think and sense that would be like? Do your best to bring that intention from an affirmative and embodied place. So once we drop in and set our intention, we're going to transition to a quick warm-up of opening, centering, and arriving where we're at and where we are both internally and in our space around us. So I'm going to take a moment to firstly feel into my torso, put my hands on my torso, and really drop in, noticing and opening to what's present in my mind, in my mental space, then in my heart, my emotional space where my hands reside, as well as my body and greater torso where so many of our biophysical organs reside. And then also noticing the energies within and around me. And as you do that, opening and centering, doing our best to arrive and calling all parts of us back to us now as we warm up, open, center, and arrive to our minds, hearts, bodies, and energy bodies. Doing our best to breathe through our diaphragm and our nose. Inhaling, filling our diaphragm, expanding it out, exhaling, drawing it in, opening, centering, and arriving more and more, dropping into what is present for you and us in the mind, in the heart, in the body, in the energy bodies, feeling into your intention more and more, becoming present with what is, opening to what is, centering in your torso, and dropping in more and more as we start to warm up and drop into the greater practice. Now, we've warmed up, we've opened, centered, and arrived, and set our intention. And we're going to turn our focus to consecrating the physical space around us in the form of a magic circle. Now, in order to do so, we're going to start by rubbing our hands gently and feeling into the energy that is exchanging between our hands and the ground, placing our palms facing downwards in front of us, tuning in, maintaining that open, centered, and arrived and embodied and present state, tuning into this energy. And as we do this, we're going to move our hands around us with the intention of consecrating and filling this space and charging this space and literally demarcating with our hands and the energy exchange between our hands and the earth, a circle around us, going all the way with our hands, doing our best to focus, dropping into the subtle energies that this practice is really going to invoke in you, and feeling this magic circle around us. And as we do that, we're going to maintain our breath through our nose using our diaphragm. And we're going to do our best to fill this space with that intention, with that essence. So whatever your word or essence and intention was, mine, for instance, was embodiment. As I draw, as I consecrate and feel the sacredness of this magic circle, I'm going to breathe into it with full focus, intention, and attention. I'm going to breathe into it that embodiment, whatever embodiment would feel like, whatever I sense it would think and look like, whatever I sense it would be. I fill it more and more with embodiment. More and more allowing yourself to drop in. We do that a few times and we now check in. How are you feeling? What are we noticing now that we've set an intention? We've opened, centered, and arrived by way of a warm-up. And now we're literally consecrating the space around us, dropping in more and more into the presence, more and more into the embodiment, and allowing ourselves to be truly more in tune with the subtle awareness now that we're going to get to the main portion of this practice together. Now that we've done the consecration of our space and really felt into the intention and imbued it and filled it with that intention, we're going to start with the actual main part of this practice, which is going to focus us on connecting to the energy grids below us and above us and allowing that energy to be charged and allow it to irrigate and flow through us, reconnecting us to these natural sources of vitality and energy that we so often in our modern times disconnect from. Now, I'm going to guide you through every step. Do your best as you have with the introductions and the warm-ups and the intention setting and the opening of the sacred space to really tune in and follow along and continue to do your best with me. So we're going to maintain that breath, feeling into the sacredness of this magic circle, this consecrated space, and we're going to focus on the energy below us. And we're going to really feel the bottom of our feet, feel the opening of the roots of our feet and the bottom of our beingness, really connecting to the earth below us. And doing our best to go even further below ourselves, all the way down as if we're connecting with the heart of the earth. And deep down in there, there's even a name for it in science. There's different Schumann resonance and different frequencies that are emitted. And as we tune into this proverbial heart of the earth, we see if we can tune in even more subtly at a mind, heart, body, and energy level to the energy exchange between our being, our pulse, our rhythm and resonance, and the earth's. As if we're exchanging energy and maybe using our hands to go down and up with this pulse. And then now we're going to pull this energy up more viscerally, more intentionally and attentively. As we breathe it up, we're going to draw it up, fill our legs, fill the trunk and the lower part of our being. Draw it up all the way, almost all the way to that middle of our torso. And then we're going to allow that energy to flow back down through us, through our legs, out the soles of the feet and the root, the bottom of the trunk. We're going to feel all that going back to the earth. And again, we're going to draw it up, inhale, exhale, pulsing it down. Really allowing the connection to formulate and come into even more resonance with the earth rhythm. Now on the next inhale, we're going to go above the heart. We're going to fill all of ourselves with that earthly energy, with that energy from the terrestrial realms below us. We're going to allow it to come all the way to the top. And almost like a whale, we're going to allow it to come out through what's known as the crown and spout out through the top of the head. Formulating the first part of this connection that goes up, all the way up, all the way up, all the way up. And then now we're going to do our best to focus our attention above us now and feel this energy going all the way up, all the way up, all the way up through all these higher realms known as the celestial realms. And then now on the next inhale, we're going to focus on drawing the higher energies down with the inhale, feeling those energies being drawn in into the heart area, stopping halfway. And then as we exhale, feeling that energy going back up, all the way up to the heart of the sky, much like we called the heart of the earth below us, the heart of the sky, as high up as you can feel, sense, and notice. And then inhale, bringing that down to the midpoint, and then exhaling that up. Feeling now your connection formulating intentionally and attentionally with the higher realms, with the heart of the sky. Feeling this pulse, this resonance exchange. As you inhale it down to the midpoint, exhaling it up. Then now on the next inhale, we're going to allow and feel the energy, drawing it intentionally all the way past the heart, all the way through us to our root, to our legs, and then exhaling it down into the earth. And now, drawing up the earth on the inhale, we're going to create a connection between the earth and the sky through us as the conduit, inhaling up to the sky, allowing the energies now of the sky to float down into us, through us. Then inhale up, feeling a rhythm forming, a breath cycle forming with the energies above and below us. Inhale up, exhale down. Feeling these energies flow through our mind, our neurosynapses, our thoughts, through our heart system, our emotional landscape and feeling landscape, through the biophysical, the organs, the DNA, all of our carbon suit, and through the energy meridians within and around us. Feeling that connection. And then to kind of bring it in together, feel and draw your hands to the center of your being, feeling that energy cycle continuing, only focusing on your body being the middle of it, your presence being the middle of it. More and more connecting, more and more allowing those energies to flow through you, taking a moment to savor all of that. Well, we've done the majority of the practice, checking in, noticing, how do you feel now relative to the beginning of starting this practice together? What do you notice in your mindscape, in your heart, in your physical being, and in your subtle awareness and energy and attunement? And to give you an example, for instance, I feel more lucid, more clear in my head. I feel a much more coherent state in my torso and emotional landscape. I feel much more embodied and way more present, as they say, and physically present in my physical space and home of the body, and definitely feel more in tune with the subtle energies within and around me. So now that we've done this practice, for a little bit of extra credit, we're going to do one final step, and all we have to do is drop back in. And what we're going to do is we're going to create a figure 8 shape through us, as if the center of this 8 is the middle of our torso. And we're going to continue to cycle those energies from above and below, mixing them in what the ancient mystics and ancients used to call heaven and earth meeting in the cauldron of the body. So we're going to simply drop back in, feeling into the energy pulse above and below us, resuming that flow. And now we're going to pick a direction, inhaling, feeling the energies going up, looping up, going up and around the 8, around the head. Inhale, drawing that energy down, looping this figure 8, then going down into the earth, and then exhaling and continuing the inhale and exhale, intentionally focusing on the energy passing through you as a figure 8 with the inhale and exhale, allowing the energies of above and below, known as the celestial or higher realms, and the earthly or terrestrial energies, to mix as a figure 8, the point in the center as your torso, and feeling these energies mixing within you more and more, using the breath to guide the energies with your intention, attention, and focus. Feeling these energies mixing more and more and more. Now, I thank you for joining me for this practice and for this opportunity to really drop in to a vital skill, a way of bringing these subtle practices together in a way that you can do it even throughout your busy day. As you see, didn't take us more than about 10 minutes or so to really drop in with some instruction peppered in. I appreciate your support. I'm Haas Sadeghi. I bring you these practices on my mission to bring more heart and soul to leaders around the world, demystifying the inner work and all of the spiritual practices in a way that you can practically do them, like this practice today, for making changes in your life, bringing more heart online and bringing more soul embodied. And in order to support my mission, I appreciate you liking, commenting, and sharing this with other leaders so they may benefit as well. And I'll also put the link to a private series that is available for VIPs that further elaborates on this, called the Energy Primer series. And again, all of this I do in service to my mission, and I appreciate you joining me, and I look forward to being a further support on your, what I call, ascending leadership journey. Take care for now. Much love and blessing.